Now, in one village in the east of Ukraine, support for populist and pro-Kremlin groups is on the rise. Ukraine's ongoing conflict with Russia is entering its 5th year, and the village's location right on the border makes it particularly vulnerable to political unrest. But for its small population, life continues, and for many, it's an everyday struggle to keep their businesses afloat, as Elena Cavalloni reports.
This is the story of a village in eastern Ukraine founded in the 19th century by German Mennonites. Perhaps fascinated by the Big Apple, they decided to call it New York. Today, it's called Novrotsky and lies on the contact line that divides the governmental forces and the pro-Russian separatists. Despite the war, locals like Oksana don't want to give up. Thanks to a grant from United Nations Development Program, she started a bakery that serves pastries and pizza, a spot of normality in the village.
I
would have anyway opened this place later, but that's when we received the opportunity. We got the premises and that's it. We had to open it. War or not war, we had this wish. Moreover, we saw that the war was going on, but also life goes on.
The village lost 6 inhabitants under the shelling. For young people, fear and hope are common feelings. Kirilo expressed him through rap. He's only 17, but appears older than his years. He says the music is a necessity to cope with reality.
Песня — это творчество, как идет отдушина.
Songs are like breathing fresh air, after which I feel much better. When I feel overwhelmed by the routine, studying or frequent shelling, I literally have no one to talk to. So I simply write my thoughts into the notes of my phone or on a page of my notebook. And when I read them, I feel much better.
Life on the contact line is hard. The cities where people used to work are now on the other side. Ceasefire violations are frequent, and previously fertile fields are now littered with mines. As conflict in eastern Ukraine enters in its 5th year, ongoing violence casts a shadow over Ukraine's development prospect and the livelihood of millions of Ukrainian citizens. In this region, the war led to job losses, destroyed the industry, and also damaged infrastructure. It also put additional pressure on the already overstretched social protection system. But few kilometers away, in the town of Mirnograd, the Central Hospital has inaugurated a new X-ray machine with help from international creditors. Now the surgical unit can serve 11,000 patients a year. With projects like this, the European Union is seeking to keep close ties with Ukraine.
If we make the life of people, of normal people, better, I mean, that's also strengthening democracy in the country. I mean, if you have better schooling, better education, better healthcare, you have people who grow, and that is also supporting democracy.
This is the only hospital to provide specialized medical care for the entire western region of Donetsk. The Ukrainian healthcare system had inefficiencies before, but the situation has deteriorated with the conflict. Doctors say there is also high demand from internally displaced people.
As the conflict broke out in East Ukraine, a large number of internally displaced people and militaries came to us, especially in 2014. It's clear that we have more patients, but at the same time we have more possibilities to help people. At least 1.5 million people are displaced as a consequence of armed actions in eastern Ukraine and the annexation of Crimea by Russia. Rebuilding social cohesion is crucial, says the UN.
I mean the cohesion between the members of the communities, but also between the population and the state, bringing them closer together, feeling that they're part of one big endeavor to rebuild what is being destroyed here in the East.
The East is important in determining the future of the country, especially in light of the reforms it underwent after the Maidan Revolution in 2014. But the capital, Kiev, is far away, and the pro-Russia opposition says that the government has a dismissive attitude towards that region. Nobody wants another Maidan in Ukraine, and the fear is that rise of populist and pro-Russia forces would bring more political uncertainty.